A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. David Price is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low threes. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
Nori Aoki makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Seattle, left fielder Nori Aoki.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's one of the best all-around players in the majors. He's got the power to go deep, the speed to wreak havoc on the base paths, the patience to put together a good at-bat, and the ice-cold veins that allow him to thrive in clutch situations.
Kyle Seager comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 64 degrees our temperature here at first pitch this afternoon. Price gets his sign. Here it is on 1-0. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Now just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Nelson Cruz gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Just underway here in San Francisco. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black or even a little off of it.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And Cano's able to lay off that time. He'll reach on the base on balls.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Lind. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Grounded back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw home. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
Hosed.
Mariners leave a couple. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Felix Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Mookie Betts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
You know, I'm really excited to have the chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Striding into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. Two different locations, but equally effective.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now this is popped up. Room, however, for Iannetta behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award at that position.
Xander Bogaerts gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. Into the windup and the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
And you know, with that fella waiting on deck, if you believe in protection in the batting order, this guy is going to get something to hit right here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. After one, no score. Franklin Gutierrez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Franklin Gutierrez.
Price is ready. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
A pretty good swing there.
Batting seventh.
You'll watch.
Center
Head
fielder
stays
number 12,
down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's Leonis Martin. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Nobody out, runner on first. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Ketel Marte set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Seattle. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. David Ortiz strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager in foul ground. 1 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Pablo Sandoval gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. Back now in San Francisco with our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Thanks for joining us. Nori Aoki is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Swinging a high chopper. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Kyle Seager is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Price pauses. 2-0 on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bradley on the run. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. Nelson Cruz will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. Now a snap throw to first. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there. So it's second and third with 1 gone now. And set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. From the stretch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-1, here it comes. 0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this one gets away. That could be a run. And it is a run.
Well, I guess that's one way to plate the first run of a ball game. You can see he's alert down there at third base, and so once this ball kicks off the catcher's glove, he makes a break for it, and he's in to score easily. That's heads-up base running.
One out and a runner on third. Hit hard up the middle. Gloved by Bogaerts. A spin and a throw. Spin throw gets him at first. A great play, but a run will come in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Here's Adam Lind. As he'll take a look at ball one.
And now's where he can't get discouraged out there. He's still pitching well, only down 2-0. Still plenty of time left to turn it around.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
The right fielder, number
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Franklin Gutierrez is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Rusney Castillo will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
right fielder.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And he takes ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner or this guy will bury you.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Tap foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Set to deal on 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Count is full. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martin is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Blake Swihart, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Swing and a shot to third, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9th, left fielder,
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the Red Sox have their first hit of the ball game.
These guys, they've been out hit by 5, but it's still only a 2-0 game. So despite the lack of offense, they're still very much in this ball game.
Mookie Betts will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Gutierrez on the move, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Leonys Martin is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Price into his motion. 1-2 on its way. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Just hung in there on that one. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Martin is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, he's lucky this ball doesn't get further away. It's a fastball in the dirt, but luckily he's able to block it and make a strong throw to first.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Left field and deep. Ranging back is Bradley. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Well, this ball seemed like it stayed in the air a long time, but he had a long way to go to get to it. And look at this catch he makes when he finally gets there. A one-handed grab with his back to the infield. That was really well done.
Stepping in now, Ketel Marte. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Nori Aoki steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Boy, a 2-out single. Now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning. But then a base hit, now a walk here with 2 away, and that's opened the door for these guys to maybe do some damage after all.
Kyle Seager gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
The 0-1 pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bogaerts has it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Mariners leave a couple. They're up 2-0. Dustin Pedroia will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Martin over to his right. One down.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in now. The winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Nelson Cruz heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Price sets his sights. 2-2 pitch on its way. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Robinson Cano will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Just got a piece up the line. One there. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Wow, this is a nice play right here. You've got to come out of that crouch from behind the plate. No hesitation. He knows exactly where he's going. Second base all the way. And he's able to get that 2-6-3 started. He took a chance, but it paid off.
Here's Adam Lind. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Change up low, 2-0. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. High and away, not close. 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And the count will be full. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. Here comes the payoff pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bradley is there. And that ends the inning. Mariners go down quietly there, but they're on top 2-0. Hanley Ramirez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch on its way. Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting the
There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Aoki going back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo shot here for Pablo Sandoval. And the Red Sox are on the board. It's now 2-1.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Into the box now, Rusney Castillo. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a liner. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Now batting, number 23.
Blake Swihart stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while. And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the third hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in. He singled his first time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And thanks to the home run, the Red Sox draw a step closer. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 2 and the Red Sox 1. Franklin Gutierrez will get things going here in the Mariners 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's Leonys Martin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And that's going to be all this afternoon for David Price. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Carson Smith will come in and pitch now.
Number 39, Carson Smith.
Chris Iannetta will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Skied into straightaway right. Castillo is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. None left for Seattle. They lead it 2-1. Mookie Betts will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Now a changeup from Hernandez as he gets ahead. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now you got something else to worry about besides your command.
Dustin Pedroia comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Hernandez comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. The second for one. On to Lind, and it's a double play.
The shortstop.
Oh, that's a sweet play coming off the bag. This ball's pretty much smashed right at him. So he takes it on the one hop and then fires on to second to start the 3-6-3.
Xander Bogaerts will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. So now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They still trail it here 2-1. Back here in San Francisco, the Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Ketel Marte will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now Asenka runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bogaerts onto the grass, makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for Seattle, left fielder.
And you can see what they're trying to do on show track. In, and in. Well, he finally gets him to pop something up here.
Here's Nori Aoki. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. But this is foul for the first strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Oh, and he throws it away. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Kyle Seager will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll get back in safely. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, one thing you're taught at an early age, when you see a pitch coming in tight, do not open yourself up. You got to turn your back into it to protect yourself. This will still hurt, but it could have been worse.
Nelson Cruz will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
And the M's just need that one big hit that's been eluding them.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Squared that one up just a little late. A pause and the 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Ball 3. 3 and 2 now. And now on 3-2. Do you put any thought into sending the runners here with 1 away? Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Robinson Cano stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Man, he goes for this pitch hook, line, and sinker. I'll tell you, he needed a hook, line, and sinker to fish that one out of the dirt.
Here's Adam Lind. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Now a hot shot here that'll be caught behind the runner at first. And a shake of the head as that ball was hit hard, but it'll leave the bases loaded. David Ortiz will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Hernandez gets the sign. Here's the 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Cano fields it cleanly on to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Still just 1 run on the ledger for Hernandez to this point. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And that will be all we see this afternoon of the Cy Young Award winner, Felix Hernandez. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Evan Scribner will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning.
Evan Scribner.
Pablo Sandoval will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There goes the runner. A pitch out. The throw. And that'll be in plenty of time and a perfect call on the pitch out there.
If you're not an absolute speed merchant on the bases, if the pitcher slide steps, he's got a much better chance of throwing you out. The defense sniffed it out right there. The slide step worked. Great throw to second base, and he's gone.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Koji Uehara will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Koji Uehara.
Leading off the inning, Franklin Gutierrez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Franklin Gutierrez.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. That's 2-0 now.
2 balls, no strike.
Uehara looks in. Here it is on 2-0. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And the pitch on 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a third strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Leonys Martin. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Number 33, Chris Iannetta.
Chris Iannetta comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. First delivery to him on the way.
That's a ball.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
Well, he was certainly geared up with a fastball swing in a fastball count. And they sure picked the right time to change up on him. He never saw that one coming.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They still lead it 2-1. Brock Holt will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 12, Brock.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now the 0-1. Hit to third. Oh, look at Seager. The throw. Got him.
He's out.
Whew, no problem.
The batter, number 23.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Your attention, please. Now
Called to the
pitching for
bullpen
Mariners,
here as the hard-throwing right-hander Joaquin Benoit gets the assignment.
Benoit.
Standing in now, Blake Swihart. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Pulled toward right center field. Martin is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 25.
Travis Shaw will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 47, Travis Shaw.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
2 out, nobody on. chop foul at the plate, and will do it again. Ready on 1-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Our score remains 2-1. Brock Holt will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 12. Brock
Chris Young is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Young.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Ketel Marte, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Drilled right back up the middle, and there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the ninth.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Nori Aoki ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Ball 1.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Runners off for second. Liner toward right center. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start, but it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses again, 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Uehara's ready. Here's the 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Nelson Cruz stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here it comes on 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Robinson Cano is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
He's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate, nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from AT&T Park right after this. Steve Cishek is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 31, Steve Cishek.
Striding in to start the 9th, Mookie Betts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Ball 3 as he misses low with it here. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Well, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. A quick out number 1.
Yeah, you could see he tried to hold back on the swing, but he already committed himself too far, and this becomes a waste of an at-bat and an easy ground out.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the ninth. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that misses inside 1-0. The win would belong to Felix Hernandez if the lead holds up. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Felix Hernandez. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 2-1. So long from San Francisco.
Our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 2 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run, 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Felix Hernandez. Give the save to Steve Cishek. The loss goes to David Price. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that Muni Metro service on the J or T lines is available outside the 2nd Street entrance with transfer service to BART at the Civic Center, Howell, Montgomery, or Embarcadero stations. Caltrain service is available at the depot at 2nd and King Streets, and post-game ferries will be departing soon for Vallejo, Larkspur, Alameda, and Oakland.